some good times here. You know, as a player and as a manager, I really enjoyed it, and situations have arisen that, you know, I'm back and looking forward to the next 3 months.
Looking in from the outside, this sort of opportunity, you know, initially for the rest of the season, looked a good fit for both parties. Is that a fair way of putting it?
Yeah, I've been documenting. I've been walking my dog for the last 3.5 months, and you know, keeping busy and going into clubs and having a look at a few things and going to games, obviously. But you miss that day to day. You miss that training ground, doing what you're good at, and I think it was a good timing, and I'm looking forward to it and just see where we go from there.
Well, obviously nobody wants to be out of work. That goes without saying. Do you think, you know, a rest every now and again does give you is it a bit of a bonus, simply because it's full on the whole time?
Yeah, it is full on. I would have liked probably 2 weeks out, because, you know, I'd had, what did I have, 7 or 8 good months at Solihull, and I just couldn't get what we did at Solihull. We just couldn't get the same going at Macclesfield, and, you know, so it was. I was out of work, and that's the precarious life of a football manager, if you like. You know, you go from hero to zero, and found myself out, and it's not, I only live 10 minutes away. Keeping an eye on the results, keeping an eye on, I've been down a number of times, not lately, but I have been down this season a few times, and I always want the club to do well. You know, ever since I came here under Graham Owner, you know, it's always been a special place for me, and now I'm back, and hopefully, you know, along with the staff, along with the chairman, along with everybody at the football club, the players, hopefully we can finish the season strong and get where we should be at least.
You've been taking training this week,
yeah.
So you've had a sort of first-hand look at the squads.
Yeah.
Are you confident that you've got what it takes to get into those playoffs? Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah, I wasn't hesitating, questioning the squad then. Without a shadow of a doubt, you know, this squad is more than capable, or should have been already more than capable of being in a better position than we currently are. That said, we've got 14 games, mini-season, getting the playoffs. We're 2 points and maybe a game in hand on with a couple of teams behind, but that's plenty of time to catch that up. We've just got to use the players that we've got. There might be 1 or 2 coming in if we can bring the right ones in. That will add to the group and add to the quality within the squad. But when we've got, I think it's been well documented that we've got a few players out, too many players in the treatment room. So the quicker those get back, the better for everybody. And I think we've got an array of attacking talent. I think the thing from me, after with speaking to the chairman and speaking to the staff down there that are in the office with me, is we know we've got good footballers. We know we've got talented technical players who can handle the ball, who can, you know, and we're one of the few full-time teams in the league. What we've got to do now is put that and make sure that we're testing teams. You don't see fitness levels in the first 20 minutes. You don't see them in the next 20 minutes. You see them in the last 20-25 minutes. And if we're thinking we're fit and strong and capable, we've got to make sure that we're seeing games out really strongly, and also with the technical side, we want to play football. We want to get the ball down and play, but we want to play in the right areas, and we want end product. I want my strikers. I've got, like I say, an attacking array of talent of, let's just go through it, of Nick Clayton-Phillips, Joe Ironside, Kane Richards, Ashley Chambers, Ed Williams, Sam Austin when he goes up there. I'm missing one because come on, Matt, who's the last one?
Liam.
Liam, there's somebody else as well. I've missed somebody else out, and I apologise to him. But I've got goals in the team. But at the minute, we've got to get them in the game more, and we've got to get them exciting teams. Liam McAlinden was that other player, by the way, because I don't necessarily see him as a defensive. I think he's very good. I think he showed a great attitude this week in training, and we've got to use those guys. That's not saying that my defenders and my midfield players, you know, aren't good, but strikers are is what it's about for me. It's about getting them involved in the game. If that's the case and we're nice and solid and organised in the middle of the park and in defensive areas, I think we can win games of football with our strikers.
It's interesting you say that, because I saw 4 Harriers games back to back over the Christmas New Year period. Yeah. And my only concern was, as you quite rightly say, you've got the talent here. There's no doubt about that. It was supplying the front players. There's nothing coming in from wide out.
No. Listen, I watched this team. Well, I watched Kidderminster under John Eustace, and it was fantastic football, you know, great movement, great technical passing ability, getting in behind teams. I watched it under Neil as well, and there's still the same flow of players, but for me there was always that, not just a little example perhaps, and he's been a little bit harsh, but it's just, we almost pass the ball for passing sake. You know, we pass it, no problem. I want the boys to pass the ball, but when we get in that final third, it's about, you know, I want Joe Ironside and Chambo and to know that balls are going to come in the box with a bit of quality, even if we put teams under pressure, and add my drive and my tempo, my energy and my organisation, hopefully, to the talent that we've got, and hopefully we can go on a run. Correct
me if I'm wrong, but I think, having read the press release, you're not in charge this weekend due to a prior commitment, but you'll actually take charge the following weekend against Chester.
Yeah, listen, I'm away. Something that I've got to go and do. It's unfortunate timing in that respect. You know, I would have liked to have been here, but it is what it is. I told the guys Monday morning. You know, when I had to tell Colin straight away when he asked me to come in on Monday. I said, listen, I've got something on. The plan for this week was for me to get the work into the boys on a training ground, give my instructions to them today, and Russ and Jimmy to carry that out on Saturday. And I'll be still glued to the phone. I'll be getting updates, and I'll be willing the boys on from afar. But I need them even more Saturday, because I'm not there. I need them even more, the boys, and that's the message I'll be giving them. And then obviously next week against Chester, I'll be back in the dugout. But we'll have to see with the weather as well. So you never know. You know this as well as I do, but this league this season is seemingly fiercely competitive, top right through to bottom. There isn't, you know, you don't look at a side in this league and think, well, with possible exception, with all due respect to the Nuneaton, who clearly are struggling, but everybody else is capable of turning everybody over. Yeah, and on the day, even Nuneaton have beaten a few teams, so it's a tough league. And if you, for me, if you just approach every game right, we've got the talent, we've got the ability within the group. It's about making sure that ability shines through and gives the crowd something to get behind and cheer about, because you know everyone's got expectations here. Colin, there's no more passionate person about Kidderminster Harriers doing well than the chairman, Colin Gordon. He's brought me in now to try and secure a playoff berth and make sure that we do everything we can to make sure that happens. And then we'll just see where we go from there, and hopefully it can be a good ride till the end of the season, where we're all together, and we're all, you know, urging the boys on. A final point, Harriers fans will probably accuse me of being half glass full merchants, if you like, but you've got 1/3 of the season to go here, and you're 2 points outside the playoff place. Yes, it hasn't been great at times this season, I'll freely admit that, but nonetheless, you're still bang in there, really. Perfect. I'm not 8 points adrift at the bottom of the table. You know, we've got 14 games, 42 points to play for, if my maths are right. More than enough points to get games to get in the playoffs. But that said, we know it's tough, as you've said. You know, there's a whole host of teams all at the moment thinking we've got a chance of getting the playoffs. I'm sure Chorley are thinking we've got a chance of getting straight up. But you know, the rest of us are fighting and scrapping, and hopefully we can. Whereas the last couple of seasons we've always been up there, and it's been a little bit disappointing that we haven't, you know, got in that top place. Hopefully we can finish this season strong with a bit of momentum and going into the playoffs, and you know, hopefully with a lot of hard work and a little bit of luck on our way, with a little bit of momentum.